Satan doesn't want you to forgive because if you forgive, you'll pull heaven into your relationships. See, whenever you're, and there, I know for a fact, statistically proven, there are humans in the room. So there are people in the room right now who wrestle with unforgiveness or are currently in a position where they are withholding forgiveness from someone. And I'm telling you, you're hurting you, not them. And you're on Satan's team currently because Satan is cheering on your unforgiveness. If you're a wife withholding forgiveness for your husband, Satan's going, yeah, go girl. I love it when they run my play in their marriage. Go to Grace City, that's fine. Just don't forgive your husband and we'll be good. Satan cheers on the unforgiver because the unforgiver is actively pulling hell up into their life. Satan doesn't want you to forgive because Satan loves it, number one, when you play God. This is great. She thinks she can get back at him, and she thinks that she can, this is good. I like this. I love it when wives play God. I love it when husbands play God. This is good. This is good. Satan loves it when you withhold forgiveness because Satan loves when you diminish the cross. Listen to how one pastor put it. The power that frees us from holding grudges is that in the cross of Christ, God satisfied his grudge against us and dropped it. So Paul says, forgive as God in Christ forgave you. When you hold a grudge, you cancel out the cross. We act as though God did a foolish thing on the cross, since he dropped his infinite grudge against us, but we are going to hold our little grudge against so-and-so, and thus Satan brings the cross of Christ into contempt. Satan loves it when you withhold forgiveness because you play God, you diminish the cross of Christ, you breed division in your marriage, your family, your church, your school, your community. You crush a repentant sinner. 2 Corinthians, Paul's like, hey, he asked for forgiveness. Now love him lest he be crushed by your relational withholding of affirmation. Wives, real time in this church, there are wives who are crushing husbands for sins they committed 17, 18, 19, 20 years ago. They can't ask for forgiveness anymore. You just have to grant it, sweetheart. That he may continue growing in health, you'll stay stuck and poisoned by your own unwillingness to deal with the tumor that you've chosen to keep in your chest. The tumor of toxicity and unforgiveness and bitterness. And until you say, I give him to God, I give his judgment to the hand of God, and I forgive him. And then the irony is, you're the one torpedoing the relationship and you keep blaming him. Or vice versa. Lastly, Satan loves it when you withhold forgiveness because you do his job for him by destroying yourself with bitterness. Listen how Spurgeon put it. We'll end with this. To be forgiven is such sweetness that honey is tasteless in comparison with it. But yet there is one thing sweeter still, and that is to forgive. As it is more blessed to give than receive, so too forgiveness rises a stage higher in experience than to be forgiven. So here's my question. Are you forgiven? Because forgiven people forgive people. And if you're wrestling with forgiving people, the root cause of that is you're not experiencing true forgiveness yourself. Those who have experienced the forgiveness of God are so overwhelmed with all they have been set free from that it's hard for them to keep lists of other people's sins. When you're overwhelmed with your own sin, it's hard to play, the binocular game or the magnifying game with other people's sin. When you lose sight of what you've been forgiven of, then all of a sudden, all you can see is everything else that people have done wrong. It's forgiven people who are most easily equipped to forgive because they're simply drawing from what they've received in Christ from the Father. So if you struggle with forgiveness, I'm suggesting you should consider whether or not you've experienced the forgiveness of the Father. It's like this. I was with a wife a while back, and her husband kept complimenting her, and she's like, gets all embarrassed, ho, 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 ho. And it was the simplest thing. So she's a great cook, or her hair looks so nice, or she's great with the kids, and she just couldn't receive a compliment. And finally I was like, do you not receive compliments? Well, oh no, I hate them. Why? I don't know. Do you think you don't deserve them? No, I totally don't deserve them. Interesting. Have you received forgiveness from the Father for the sins of your past, present, and future, so that you'll be presented as spotless and holy and blameless before him, covered in the righteous robes of Christ? Oh, yeah. Well, then you can receive your husband telling his friends you make a good casserole. That's weird, right? Unless you haven't. I said, you should consider if you have truly received the affirmation from the Father through Christ, because if it did, it would open up a capacity in your heart to receive affirmation from your husband. So too with this forgiveness. If you're struggling with a small output of forgiveness, boop, 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 it may be because the valve receiving the downflow of a load of heaven has been closed off. So do you have God's power? 1 Corinthians, for the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but it is to us who are being saved the power of God. What do you need in your life more than a podcast? You need the power of God. Don't stop here. Go watch the full message by hitting the video right here. And if you're looking for free resources and tools to strengthen your marriage, manhood, leading your family, and growing as a stronger man, head over to strongermannation.com. We've got resources and podcasts that dive deep into real life issues, fatherhood, marriage, and intimacy, and how to live clear-eyed in a confused culture.